Alright. I'm, making this video, just because I want people to be aware. I wanted to just put this out there. I wanted people to be aware about what happened to me. And pretty much how fucked up it is. Yeah. So, essentially, I've been labeled by members of the tech community, prominent members, as transphobic, which I'll get into. But first of all, let me just say, I can't believe I have to do this, but I have to now preface this with, no, I'm not transphobic. I think bigotry is just stupid. I think anyone who's a bigot is just brain damaged, pretty much, because how fucked up do you have to be to hate someone because of the way that they're born? I think that's just, it's dumb. Now, I don't care about your race or your sexuality or your gender. I don't. I think it's stupid to care about that. I think it's stupid to hate someone because of that. To be phobic because of that. Like, no. That's dumb. Why? We're all human beings. That at the end of the day, that's a fact. That we're all born as human beings. So we should be treated as such. Like, yeah, no, it's just no disagreeing with that. I'm not trying to make an argument here, because it's simply just a fact. Right? Like, bigotry is a terrible thing. It's stupid. Stupid people are bigots. Because if they want to ostracize people because they're born different from them, yeah. So, no, I'm not transphobic. And what's really fucked up is that I've been labeled like this by prominent members of the tech community who have no evidence. The story keeps changing, pretty much. You know. And by that I mean their allegations for me being transphobic always are getting mixed and matched, and I've lost sleep over that, and I've had, because of this kind of shit that they've been saying, that I've had to, deal with. Like, it's, I don't know, it's given me anxiety, it's given me panic attacks. Like, I just can't. It's fucked up. Like, it's makes me feel extremely shitty. It has made me feel just really shitty, and I can't. I don't know what to do to fix it. I can't help feel shitty, because, like, it's just when someone's spreading false shit about you and just being an asshole to you, there's not really much you can do, at least on your end, to feel less crappy. Like, but anyway, let me get into it. So, pretty much, a couple months ago, I guess the people I'm calling out in particular are Kaylee and Deborah. And this is not like an exposed video. Like, this isn't a video where I'm exposing them or whatever. I don't think there's much, like, I'm not revealing some hidden secret. No. You know, I've suffered because of their delusions, because they're just assholes and they make shit up. And I think it's fucking stupid that the majority of the community practically worships them because they're part of bismuth, or like they invented a fucking tree farm. Like, it's stupid. And it's messed up, is what it is. So I guess I'll get into the whole how that situation happened. So a couple months ago, Kaylee and I got into kind of an argument. I guess. So someone had joined the Orange Bismuth Discord and asked why the bismuth server split up. Now, I, at that point, didn't really have much of an idea why they split up. And so maybe I shouldn't have made a stupid joke, but I made a stupid joke. I said that the reason the server split up was because half the server liked the color purple, the other half wanted to keep the color orange as their theme, and so that's why they split up. Now, obviously, that sounds really stupid, and no one in their right mind would believe that. No one in their right mind would believe that a server split over a color theme. Right? Am I crazy? But Kaylee, of course, got really angry at me for spreading lies, even though, yeah, it was just a joke, but whatever. Eventually, we argued about it, and she got triggered and banned me from the Purple Bismuth Discord, which I was pissed off at because I actually like being in that Discord. But she basically said, you know, I don't want a disabled person there. You're a moron who joins VCs and asks questions, which, again, it's kind of fucked up. Like, I'm gonna ban someone for asking questions or whatever, but like, it's a dumb reason to ban in the first place. But whatever, it's her server. She doesn't want me there. Fine. There's not much I can do about it. You know, I think it's stupid. But then, like, I think a day or two passes by, and I get pinged by Deborah in this is technically right after I get banned from the Purple Bismuth Discord for making a joke. And Deborah pings me in Orange Bismuth and calls me transphobic. I think she's... I have never spoken to her at that. I have never spoken to her before then. So I think this is like a joke. I don't really make much of it because I don't really want to respond. But apparently it wasn't a joke. A couple days later, same thing happened. She pinged me. She called me transphobic, and I asked her, because I don't think she's joking. I asked her, why would you say that? What evidence do you have of me being transphobic? Like, what have I done to lead you to believe that I am transphobic? Because I'm not. And she didn't really bring up any evidence. It was mostly just shit talking, as far as I know, and the allegations that they brought up. Yeah. So I just went back at it, and yeah. So she didn't actually offer any real evidence or like behind it. All she said was, if multiple people are telling you that you're transphobic, or multiple trans people are telling you transphobic, then that means I'm transphobic. And basically, all the allegations that they had were complete bullshit, and I'm gonna get into that. But it's crazy. And at this point, both Deborah and Kaylee had blocked me, so I was unable to actually DM them and try to discuss things with them because obviously I'm not perfect. I'm aware that, you know, I might have said something very insensitive that came off as transphobic without meaning to, because I'm not an expert on the topic or whatever. You know, I'm willing to believe that there's a possibility that I might have said something transphobic by accident. But the more I look into it, pretty much their allegations are. I basically had to, because they blocked me, I had to like go around corners. I had to ask, you know, people. I had to talk to other people who then gave me little bits of information. Like it was just crazy. And I got nothing out of it. Nothing at all. Just more allegations that kept changing. They kept changing. They went from, you know, me being super offended at a transgender flag being built on Dugged, which never happened. I never expressed any sort of, I guess, offense to that, and I'll get into that. I sent Deborah to harass Deborah. Never happened. And like I said, I'll get into that. They kept changing, and so it's ridiculous to me. So they first of all, they can't keep their story straight. But let's get into the main one. The main thing that led them to believe that I was transphobic was that, well, at least what they say. This is what they said. I said I was in a voice call with Deborah, and apparently other people, like I don't remember. Again, this is, so let me just get through this. So I was in a voice call with Deborah and a few other people, and I kept misgendering her. And I was told multiple times to stop misgendering her. And they corrected me multiple times. Alright, that never happened. I am 99% sure that if that ever happened, I would remember it. I never talked to Deborah before she started calling me transphobic. The only other time I've talked to Deborah in a voice chat was in Orange Bismuth, the Discord server. It was after she called me transphobic, and I was in a VC with her, Dane, and the Internet Girl. And you can both tell them, you can ask them both. Nothing fucking happened. We said maybe like 2 or 3 sentences to each other, and then I left. Nothing happened. And I never spoke to her before then. And like I said, I would think that I would remember being in a VC, misgendering someone, and then tons of people correcting me multiple times. But that never fucking happened. I kept asking, like, hey, it's in a voice call. Who else was in the voice call? When did this voice call happen? I never got any fucking response. They didn't bother to share that information with me. So it's a flimsy story from the start. They don't have any fucking evidence because it's all happened in a voice call that no one can remember. It never happened. Never happened. I don't know. They seem very sure, but that never happened. I was never in a voice call with Deborah before then. So it's actually not possible. But I would also never forget the fact that I misgendered someone and people corrected me. Again, I'm not bigoted. I think bigotry is stupid. Ari, go back to the first part of the video. So that's the first shit allegation that I've, again, disproved. Like, I mean, I guess it's flimsy. It's like my word against theirs. But as I'll get more into like the story and what kind of shit that they've said to me, I like, unless you're really fucked up, there's no way you're gonna take their word against mine. Because unless, like, yeah, and just unless you just really don't care, unless you really don't care, which, you know, you're allowed not to care, but it's fucking up. It's fucked up. So the second thing that they told me I did, which is why I'm so transphobic, is after I got banned from Purple Bismuth, I sent Derpopotamus, the owner of the Hecate server. I sent him. He's my little pet, my attack dog. I sent him to attack Deborah. I sent him to spang her and harass her. That's what I did. I sent him to harass her. Apparently, allegedly, I sent them. So I never talked to Derp. The only time I've ever talked to Derp was to ask him about that, because I'm like, what is that? Why are people saying that? I've literally never talked to you. What's the story here? Why were you harassing Deborah? And why are they saying I sent you? And what he said was, all he did was ping Deborah after he was banned from the Purple Bismuth Discord. So he was banned, according to him, for no good reason. I don't know the whole story behind that. But he said he pinged her once. So what the fuck? He pinged her once, and that to her is harassment. That's harassment to her. So if you're keeping track, basically the whole story, the whole reason they say I'm transphobic is starting to fall apart quickly, because I was never in a voice chat with her. I never misgendered her. Deborah, that is. She was never harassed by Derp on my behalf. And the fact that she thinks one ping is fucking harassment, either she thinks one ping is harassment, and if he pinged her, that means that I'm directly responsible and that he's harassing her on my behalf, then that's just, you're delusional. You're fucking crazy. Right? Now, and let me just say, all right, I know, because this has happened from Kaylee herself, is that pretty much anything that I say against them is immediately viewed as transphobic from them. Like, I guarantee, like, I was talking with Kaylee and Doug. This was after everything went down, and I couldn't. So, I think I posted like something regarding a Minecraft farm. She told me in order for me to achieve the thing I was trying to do, I needed to be more skilled. And I basically said, can you like not say like unproductive, stupid shit like that? Like that helps no one. Just shut the fuck up. Why are you saying that? I'm trying to get feedback here, and you're it spiraled into this sort of spit insult contest. I don't really know. We were just like, I don't know, saying stupid shit to each other, and it basically, I think I called her brain damage, and she turned it around and said something like, oh, I'm sorry that I'm brain damaged because I'm transgender. Like, what the fuck? I didn't say anything about that. I literally I said nothing about her being transgender or anything like that. But suddenly, because I called her brain damaged, it means I'm transphobic. And so pretty much what I'm saying is, if you hear what I'm saying and you think that it's just another display of transphobia, even after all the shit I'm about to tell you about how there's no evidence of me ever being transphobic, and I'm not transphobic. Like, I've never been transphobic to them. So if that's how you take it, if you think this is just me being transphobic, then you're an idiot, and go hit your head on the wall a couple times to get your brain juices flowing. either Deborah and or Kaylee are pathological liars, or there's something seriously wrong with them, because they just pull shit out of their assholes. Like, oh, you like, none of their allegations, none of their reasons for saying I'm transphobic and for harassing me, because don't get me wrong, that's exactly what they were doing and have done. It was over nothing. It was they pulled that shit out of their asses. It's a delusion. It's a fantasy story that they created after I got banned. Like, if you're gonna tell me that me getting banned from Purple Bismuth and then a day later me being called transphobic by Deborah is a coincidence, that's the most lucky fucking coincidence in the world. But if the two are not correlated in some way, then I'm just saying, it kind of lines up, you know. But yeah, no, that's not based on anything. That's just, of course, all this shit happened after I was banned from Purple Bismuth. Kaylee only had a problem with me because she disliked my intelligence level, pretty much. She didn't like how stupid I was in Minecraft. Like, I didn't know how to make a 4-game to fucking tree farm, so I was a retard. So, to sum it up at this point, what has happened is I've been called transphobic. I've been, shit talked in Orange Bismuth public chats, in Doug private chats. I've also been banned from the TIS Discord because Kaylee has banning privileges there, and she banned me, even though she's not even on that Discord ever. She never. And I asked Fallen Breath about it. I was like, why was I banned? He said, oh, because you disrespected one of the members. Oh, I disrespected one of the members. Doing what? Again, show me fucking evidence of me disrespecting Kaylee in a way that, hurt her feelings or whatever. I don't know. That's the stupidest fucking excuse ever. She's not even on that Discord. I like that Discord. I think it's fucked up that I was banned from there for disrespecting one of the members. Yeah, no, I don't. I think it's just stupid. But just wait. The story continues. It gets even worse. Can you believe that? So, okay. What happened next is something I cannot. This was almost like the final straw for me. I don't know why it should have been the final straw, but I sort of just I kept it down. But I couldn't fucking take this. This was actually like, this part is so what happened was in the UTS Discord, the UTS friend chat. I had joined UTS, the Discord server, that is, and because I liked the people there, I thought it was a cool server. Like, oh, another 1.13 server. Thought the people there were cool people. So I joined the server and I got friend roll, which is cool, great. And I responded to like a discussion in the friend chat about chunk loaders. I think it was about Piston versus Villager chunk loaders in 1.13. And I just offered, like, I'm not an expert on chunk loaders or whatever. Or I'm not like, I don't really know much about how they work and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a code reader or whatever. But I just said, from my experience, villager chunk loaders are worse because they have used villagers, so they're laggier, and they're also harder to debug because they're not redstone based. So that's what I said. I said that, villager chunk loaders are like, but that doesn't matter. I didn't say it, that's all I said. And Kaylee responds to me by saying, oh, friend roll, interesting take. And I asked her, why is that interesting? She thought, and she basically said like, oh, why? It's funny that the server sees a transphobic bigot as a friend. And I say, all right, you know what? You're free. This I'm paraphrasing because I've been subsequently, like my friend role has been removed and I lost access to this chat. I didn't take any screenshots. Sorry, I didn't take any screenshots. She said, why? Hold on. I said, you know, it's great that you think I'm transphobic, but I asked that you don't like take that shit everywhere else, and if you want to, you know, if you want to talk shit to me about being allegedly transphobic by you, because at this point I fucking had enough, right? I already debunked all of their allegations and it was absolute shit. He still fucking harassed me after that, by the way. Like I even straight up told him like, hey, this never happened. I never misgendered Deborah. If you can provide me like the time that it happened and the people who were in the voice call and actually provide someone else's voice that I did this apart from Deborah, then it's bullshit. I had said this, but anyway, Kaylee says, I don't give a fuck what you say, right? And this sort of, I forget what the rest happened, but she started shit talking me, and I'm trying not to respond because, you know, I don't want to, I like that server, I don't want to get kicked out. I didn't want to get, like, get banned from that server for, because I know, yeah, so, and meanwhile, while all this is happening, I'm sitting in a VC, I'm sitting in Doug VC. By myself, I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. And so, soon into the conversation, I'm sitting in VC. Kaylee joins me. Tells me, go kill yourself, moron. That's what she says. She says, go kill yourself, moron. And then leaves. In response to what I've been talking to her about in the UTS friend chat. No, I'm not. I cannot stand that. You know, telling someone to commit suicide is not something that I think is okay. You know, even as a joke, if you like jokingly tell someone, oh, go kill yourself, haha. No, that's not fucking funny. It's not funny. I've had bad personal experiences when it comes to friends and people I was close to that similar shit like that happened, and I'm not gonna get into it, but that's fucked up. That's not okay. It's not okay to tell some person on the internet to kill themselves. You don't know what that person is like, what that person must be thinking. You don't know how mentally secure that person is. And that shouldn't be okay. Like, I'm not even just saying this on my behalf. I'm not saying like, oh man, I thought about killing myself after Kaylee told me to. No. Because I'm not about to kill myself because some moron on the internet thinks that I'm transphobic. Pulled some fantasy that I'm transphobic out of their ass and wants me to end my life. But that's not okay. That's not fucking okay. And I confront her in the UTS chat because I know that's what she's reading. And I tell her, oh, so you think I should kill myself? And she said, I don't care whether you live or die. Right? She basically went on to say, like, again, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she basically went on to say that, yeah, I basically do think that you should kill yourself. I don't care about your life. Do it. And I respond to saying, and like, this is fucking crazy to me. Like, that's the shittiest thing I've ever seen someone do. Okay, well, that's not the shittiest thing I've seen someone do on the internet, but something that I've witnessed, like, that's the shittiest thing I've ever witnessed someone do on the internet. Just go into a voice call, tell someone to kill themselves, leave that voice chat, and then confirm that, yes, they would like you to end your life in another chat, not a public chat, but in a chat with numerous other people, And no one was responding to this, by the way. There were plenty of people online. I'm sure there was plenty of people reading what was happening, but no one responded to it. They all thought, yeah, this is okay. And I basically responded, like, you don't know shit about me. You think you're fucking smart. You think you're a genius because you invented a 4-game tick fucking oak farm. You have no idea about my life. You cannot tell someone to kill themselves. You don't know what that person's like. Like, I basically just said what I said to you, guys. People who are listening to this, I don't fucking know. That's basically what I said. And I said, you're basically becoming a fucking bigot yourself, or you're acting like one, because you're mercilessly, harassing me and you hate me for what? Nothing. You hate me for nothing. You hate me for some fantasy that you invented in your head that I'm some sick transphobic asshole. And you told me and she responded to that by saying, okay, lol. Oh, okay, LOL. And that's all she said. And I got off. I got off my computer. I couldn't. That was insane to me. That someone so flippantly, and here's the thing. That's not a joke, by the way, because, later on I'll get into this, but she was asked about this and she basically shrugged it off. So she definitely had malicious intent behind that, and she actually she actually wants me to kill myself. That is fucked up. Okay, now this last part of my little anecdote is going to be Kaylee, that is. I think this was 3 months ago or something. Two or 3 months ago. She had been hanging around in Hypnos a lot, like in VC and stuff, which just already I got really bad anxiety from that, because I couldn't even be in the same voice call as her, even if she wasn't saying anything like that. It really triggered me. Now, again, I'm not being transphobic. I'm like, oh my god, there's a transgender person. It's not transphobia being displayed right there. It's I genuinely the kind of shit this she said to me, she actively fucking hates me. I got really bad anxiety from that. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do in that situation. I didn't know whether to respond to her. I didn't know whether to communicate with her. I didn't know. I couldn't handle it. I didn't know how to cope with that kind of stress. So she was hanging around. I know it already was making me feel really shitty, because I had told some of the Hypnos members the kind of shit that she did to me, but somewhere along the line, she DM'd the owner of Hypnos, not Creative, and basically said, I'm tired of Bismuth. I think no one cares about Bismuth. No one does shit on Bismuth. And I want to join your server. Because we had closed applications. And so he basically, they started a vote on Hypnos to let her join the server. Now, I was not active at the time. I was a full member of Hypnos, but I was not active on the server at the time. And I haven't been for months. Because I didn't really enjoy playing on the server anymore. And that's fair. But I also hung out in VC. I had been hanging out in VC a lot recently, and I really enjoyed being there, and I really enjoyed talking to the people there. And I did not want her to be a member and be even more prominent and cause me even more and talk even more shit to me, because, like I said, when she was in VC, I didn't know whether to communicate with her or not, and pretty much in response to most of the shit I said, she basically called me disabled or something. Like she was being an asshole to me. And most people like shrugged it off like, oh yeah, it's just Kaylee, she's being an asshole. Which, by the way, is fucked up behavior, by the way. If someone's always like a super negative, pessimistic, like always just saying the most negative, crappy, toxic, I think that word is overused, toxic, but that's the perfect word, toxic shit, and you want to hang out with that person, like, what the fuck, get a life. But that's not what I'm trying to do. They started a vote, right, and most people were voting for her, and I basically said, please, no, stop. And I basically told them, I laid them out everything that happened. I've basically told them exactly what I've said in this video so far. That she called me transphobic without anything behind it. You know, down to the suicide threats. I laid out everything. And even after that, people were like, oh man, that's really fucked up. But you know what? We still want her. The main argument was, there was two main arguments. It was, we don't know her side of the story, and she's not going to act like that on this server unless she wants to get banned or something like that. So one of the I don't remember who this was, but one of the Hypnos members DM'd her about that. They basically related. They were like, can you tell us your side of the story, because, you know, Jurassic says this, what, yada yada. And she shrugged it off. She said, oh, that guy is crying because I told him to kill himself. Meanwhile, he's being transphobic everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? She shrugged it off. She didn't respond to any of it. She just said, oh wow, he cried when I told him to kill himself. So so this basically confirms that, yeah, she did mean it. She does not care. She'd be happy if I killed myself. That's what she's saying. And she didn't respond to that. So the second argument on the Hypnos server was why we should still add her even after all the crap I said was, oh, you know what? We're not going to judge people what they did on other places. We're going to judge them what they do here. And we're going to tell her that if she does that, that's going to be unacceptable. Like, when has Kaylee ever listened to any shit that you have told her? Like, there was no way she was going to do that. There was no way she was going to let that slide. And I didn't want that. I didn't want her to be part of the community that I loved being in, that I loved talking in, and risk having to you know, have insane like panic and anxiety attacks whenever I'm confronted with her and she starts talking shit. Because unlike when she talks shit to normal people or other people, I guess, which by the way is still kind of stupid because she does it all the time. That's literally all she does. I've never heard her say anything positive to anyone but, I don't know, like a Purple Bismuth member or something. Or like a Doug Dadman. She actually has malice behind when she tells me, because as you can tell, she fucking hates my guts because she believes somehow that I'm transphobic. I don't know whether she actually believes it or whether she just tricked herself into believing it, because like I said, there's no fucking evidence. And I don't know what the response from her or anyone else who supports her is going to be like into this video, whatever. I don't know, I'm not like thinking this through. I'm recording it, I'm posting it. That's it. I just want it to be out there. But I basically said that, hey, if you're okay with accepting her in this server, it means you're okay with all the shit I've told you. They're like, no, it's not at all. No, that's exactly what it is. Hypnos members, if there's a Hypnos member watching that you voted for Kaylee after everything I've said, that means it basically means you don't fucking care that she told me to kill myself. That she genuinely wants me to commit suicide, which is fucked up to the maximum level. It means you don't care that she, you know, spewed baseless allegations at me for being transphobic. It means you don't care. It means you don't care about any of that, and you just want her on the server because she makes you laugh. Wow, she's so funny. She's such an asshole that she makes everyone laugh. That's essentially what I got from it. And I said, all right, if that's something you're okay with, I'm out. I don't want to be a part of this community that thinks that kind of behavior is okay. So I left the server. I left the Hypnos server. Whatever. Haven't been back there since. and she's still a trial member there. For she's been a trial member for about 2 months. And let's just backtrack here. Like, beyond that, she's also like a terrible actual member, because I guarantee you she doesn't actually play. If otherwise she wouldn't be a trial member after 2 months, 2 or 3 months at this point. She wouldn't be a trial member if she was actually active. They just keep her around, I guarantee, because she hangs out in VC and she says stupid shit, and she plays. Oh, and now I forgot about this. So the only evidence, the only actual like screenshots or proof of my transphobia that they have produced, or Deborah specifically, that she has produced, is my reaction to a transgender flag being built on Dugged. Ooh, wow, this is gonna get good, right? Fuck no. What happened was, I think it was Kaylee posted a screenshot of them replacing a flag at spawn with a transgender flag. And my reaction to that was, bruh. BRUH. That's all I said, was bruh to that screenshot. Now, if that's a display of immense transphobia, then I'm sorry. I guess I should shoot myself in the fucking head. But that's not what that was. I said, bruh is like a. First of all, let's. Bruh does not mean I'm offended at what you just said. What you just posted. That doesn't mean like I'm objecting to it. No. I said, bruh, like, because that flag, people recently kept changing that flag. It was like a German flag, then it was like a Japanese flag or something. They kept changing it. That's all I said, bruh, to. I was like, oh man, you changed it again. That had nothing to do with transphobia. I wasn't being transphobic, right? But Deborah, no, according to Deborah, it's immense microaggression, and that I should be impaled for it. And hold on, let me just say. So in response to that, I said bruh, and what Red said was, oh man, TT's gonna initiate the second Holocaust because they built a transgender flag on Dugged. Now, let me just make this clear. TT's not a bigot. Rid was joking. That was a joke. It's a joke. TT's not bigoted. TT doesn't hate transgender people. That's but it was a joke, right? Because it was a joke Rid made, right? And there was no response to that joke. That's not, in Deborah's eyes, that's not, microaggression. Because, yeah, it was a joke. It was clearly interpreted as a joke, right? I mean, any rational person would not believe TT would initiate the second Holocaust and kill all transgender people. No. But because I said bruh, that's immediately viewed as a harsh objection. Like, oh, no, this is not okay. Stop, remove that. It triggers me. That's not what fucking happened. All I said was bruh because people kept changing the flag. I don't care. If I was really objected, I would object. I would say, oh man, this is terrible. Please remove this. I would remove it. I didn't touch it. I didn't care. So that's utter bullshit. So that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much everything that they said. The takeaway from what I'm trying to say is this is bullshit. This is delusions that Deborah and Kaylee have conjured up for I don't know why, but none of it is true. None of these allegations from me being transphobic is true. The closest evidence that they have is me saying bruh to a transgender flag that had nothing to do with the fact that it was a transgender flag. It was just a changed flag. People kept changing the flag. Like that legitimately, that means fucking nothing. If that's the closest thing you have, okay, I apologize for that. If that offended you, that's it. But I'm not apologizing for anything else. Because I'm not transphobic. There wouldn't be no reason for me to be transphobic. Like I explained, I think bigotry is stupid. I've been at the center of people, being assholes to me because of the way I was born. And the stuff but no, that's just... It's really fucked up. And the fact that the community, certain people, and a lot of people respect Kaylee and practically worship her because she made a 4 fucking game take tree farm. And the fact that so many people would rather believe what she says over me, that is fucking crazy to me. Again, this isn't an exposed video. I'm just laying it out there. I want people to know. And I'm imploring people to stop giving the respect and stop kissing the asses of these people, of Kaylee and Deborah, over what? Like, they're genuinely, like, shitty people, if that's what they do. If they go around, call people transphobic without any evidence, and be absolute shitheads to them. I'm just asking, like, is that normal behavior? Is that a normal thing to do? I don't know. I don't think that again, this caused me a lot of mental anguish, and it fucking hurts me to know that people that I see as friends, you know, I tell them these things. I've told people exactly, like on the Hypno server, and I've told people in voice chats, like, hey, this is what happened. Like, this is really shitty. This is fucked up. And they say, yeah, man, we're all for you. And then they go around, and they're still friends with Kaylee. They're still friends with Deborah. They still constantly talk with them. Like, it's so fucked up that makes no sense to me. Like, come on, have some empathy, people. Can you imagine if that was you? Can you imagine if I went around and told people that you were transphobic or anti-Semitic or something with no evidence, and I just spit that shit? Can you imagine how you would fucking feel? Like, that it's fucked up. You know, if people respond to this saying, oh man, he's just being a crybaby, why can't he take a joke? It's not a fucking joke. Educate yourselves, please. If you like genuinely listen to this video, this entire video, if you listen to it, which by the way, it's a pretty long video, so congrats to you. If you listen to this whole thing and you still think that, you know what, Kaylee and Deborah, they did nothing wrong, Jurassic is just being transphobic, he's an asshole, fuck you. Fuck you. If that's what you believe, you're an idiot, you're uneducated, you're brain damaged. I'm sorry, that's how it is. If that's what you really believe, it makes me angry. I'm just trying to. I don't want to feel like this. The reason I'm making this video is I feel super shitty when I see people just being, you know, basically best friends with Kaylee and Deborah. Like, oh yeah. For why? They created some fantasy about me being transphobic, and it's just so shit. It's affected me in such negative ways. I've lost sleep over that. Like, I can't fucking. It's crazy to me. It makes no sense. I'm imploring you to just use your brain. Stop being a sheep. And think, hey, do I really want to? You know, is this really acceptable behavior? That's, I don't know what else to say. That's basically it. I just wanted to speak. I wanted to say this. I don't know what else to say.